No, I'm not ready to go to a heavy metal concert. Hi guys, I'm just here to offer you some valuable intel on all this disaster with Russia and Ukraine. Why valuable is because I grew up there, not in Russia. I grew up in, now it's Czech Republic, formerly known as Czechoslovakia. We were occupied by Russians since 1968, so consequentially no one liked them. I have to grant it to them, when they stormed in to Czechoslovakia, they just settled in their military bases, and they didn't bother anyone. Yes, they created all kinds of environmental disasters with oil spills and stuff like that, but that's Russian army. What do you expect? After the Chernobyl blew up and the governments conveniently didn't want to tell us how damaging the whole situation was, I was so pissed off. I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave so bad that I actually executed with a friend of mine probably the most electrifying crossing of the Iron Curtain. For those that don't know what the Iron Curtain was, it was basically a militarized border between East and West. The same crap they got between South and North Korea. Barbed wire, landmines, machine guns, dogs, all these lovely things. So I did not like Russians, and I was severely motivated to get out. I wanted to get to US, and I eventually did. Now I live in Vegas. I got family, happily married, and so going back to Ukraine. How can I put this delicately? First, we got to ask ourselves a question. Was Putin good to Russia? And then we're going to go back to Ukraine conflict. Oh, by the way, I include a link to, if you guys want to check out how I got out, to narrow it down for you. I managed to zip line over the border from east to west. I was the only one with a buddy of mine that zip lined crossing the Iron Curtain on a power line that comes out of a nuclear power plant in a rainstorm. I included the link underneath this video. So, going back to Ukraine, you gotta ask yourself, was Russian good? Was Putin good to Russia? When he became the prime minister, I think it was 1999, Russia was in shambles economically. And these are the stats from the World Bank. Poverty level was about 40%. In only 12 years, the poverty level went down to 11%, which was actually 1% better than the United States in like 2012 or 13. In 1999, average income for a Russian was $40-50. Then 12 years later, it was $400-500. Huge improvement. Standard of living, unemployment, within first 12 years of Putin's regime was, I think it was 15, unemployment was 15%, and after 12 years went down to 5%. Inflation went down from 36% to 6%. That's just absolutely astonishing. Middle class, Russia didn't exist. Technically, yeah, it was about 11%. Only 12 years later, it was 48%. GDP, first 12 years went 10x. That's just unheard of. Taxes, good God, where do we start? There's not a nation on earth that doesn't say, we wish we could have Russian tax structure. Russians used to have pretty much the same taxes as us, around 35, 38%. Putin dropped it down to 13% flat. Corporate tax from 35% to 20%. So the tax receipts went up. It's just unbelievable. So he took the burden from an individual and he put it on a natural resource sector. Banking, radical improvements in banking. Before Putin, dollar was the king on Russian streets. Who wanted ruble? After Putin, 90% people, they wanted to pay with rubles, and only 10% people are carrying dollars with them. Later on, you could exchange, because ruble gained so much of transparency and integrity. You could exchange even ruble in London kiosks for US dollars or British pounds. Why would Putin want to invade Ukraine? He was a hero at home. He restored Russia's economy, restored integrity of the family. Russia was pretty much self-sufficient in most of the things. He was perfectly fine with Ukraine being independent. The only thing Russians asked from Ukraine was to be neutral. And I'm going to leave you with this thought. That's the only thing he wanted from Ukraine. Fine, you want to be on your own? Be on your own. But just be neutral. We get enough of NATO military bases encircling Russia. Can you be neutral? Was it really that fucking hard for Ukrainians not to piss off Russians and remain neutral? So folks, think about this. That's all. All right, peace out.